How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow, episode 2. We are heading into the cursed, collapsed shore mine where 100 people died because Oscar's daughter, Rosalina, is doing a delinquency here, so we're going to go hunt her down before she gets deaded somehow. Let's carry on, shall we? Who knows, maybe the ditchlings come from here. Maybe she's heading in here to feed the ditchlings. That's why she has snacks. I don't know. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say, the miners. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there is one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child labourers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage. Part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. All I got was dust on my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what is that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. Just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, it wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up toward an alcove overhead. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? Oh, here we go. That was a warning. We'd best move swiftly before we anger the spirits in this place. Well, you don't think it's Tommy knockers, do you? Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. They came from this way. Follow me. Alright. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn and stare at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in here? What the hell are you doing here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. This is a dark, cursed place. Get out of here before it leaves its mark on you. Tell your hot free, creepy friend to leave us alone, general store lady. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think that hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one actually usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we're hanging out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. Isn't that Kanika's brother? I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca, it is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyway? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you still look like a bunch of kids to me. Do you guys seriously sneak into an abandoned coal mine to drink canned margaritas? We're barely drinking, it's not a big deal. Rosalina, you're 13, and I know the rest of you aren't much older. Whoa, y'all are way rowdier than I ever was at your age. How'd you get a hold of that much booze? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cabin wall. Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone ever comes in on a Tuesday and Mum's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine, it's extremely not fine. It is, in fact, incredibly irresponsible. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so that you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would your dad think if he could see this, stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika, but if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Nothing ever happens in this town. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Don't try to twist this around on your sister. You're down here drinking with kids as young as 13, that's messed up. Whatever. Don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt it, I'm trying to make a point. We're perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need a bunch of sad 20-somethings telling us where we can be or what we can do. Sad 20-somethings? Hey, I'm not sad, where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyway, my dad is actually a foreman at the continuous mining facility. He says they only abandoned this area because there wasn't enough coal left. Not because it was dangerous or anything, so we can hang out here anytime we want. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. What? Oh shit. Oh hey Tabby. Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best that she's here. None of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean. It means closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh come on, this place is way sturdy, check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? My god, Zane, cut it out, you're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behaviour. I don't think he realises how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offence, Rosalina. None taken, but other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill, and smart too. Enough. The damage is already done, now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. Now I'd like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on you guys, maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, what with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? They can't hang out in an abandoned mine, you twat. It was completely irresponsible. I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. This is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it's entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from the mines not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear her to shreds. Tabitha shoots Becca a furious glare. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the last couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're gonna do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. You are a little kid, you're 13 for fuck's sakes. There's nothing wrong with being a kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not mature. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. It doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you. Obviously, he's your father, stupid. From what? Even if ghosts were real, what would they even do? Yell boo in your face? Yeah, that's real scary. It totally justifies living in a dusty old library. Yo, we should break in and ghost busted or something. Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. You can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we can figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung, or crushed by rocks, or meets any of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. It wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Don't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Doesn't that mean the mine is gonna collapse? We need to get out. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby, you can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Are you kidding me? Tagging along with some olds just to get jump scared by shadows and freak each other out? No thanks. No need to opt out of something that isn't happening. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You are all leaving. Oh my god, the teens were right. I did get jump scared. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Wait a second, where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults. We could already be done with this little mess, but no. They just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labour was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Stop treating us like kids. Whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel region rejoins the rest of the mine. I'll go look for them. And I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If these idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Bruce, I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They've crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby, I've been down here a ton, I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I don't want my time... I won't waste my time arguing. There's no way around it. I can feel the depths call out to us, and we are destined to answer their call. Noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Shut up, Zane. God almighty. Kanika, Miles and Zane head toward the entrance to the mines, leaving you, Tabitha and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. I don't want to go in. That sounds terrible. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce around across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are we trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha's really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey, I don't know, I think Stella's kinda cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on, she doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. How's it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know, you kinda hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. You do care. I don't care. You quietly press on. This conversation is pointless. Another knock. I want to get out of the mine. Closer. Interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. If there's one thing that puts the shits on me, it's enclosed spaces like this. I cannot handle this kind of shit. At all. Is it just me, or is the knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina, it's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it's just a shadow, there's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Are you sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber, not too far from where everything joins back up. What did they see? Tommyknockers. It's not Tommyknockers, they're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got deeper into the mine, their bravado in the face of authority would vanish to a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Let's keep moving. I don't want to talk while we're in here. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond you, you can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It calls to you, desperate to be witnessed, pulling you forward. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella, you got what you wanted. Tabitha walks up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. I don't want to do this. You walk to the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd be down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry. I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one ever wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca? Yep, they're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd. Distant. There is something in the darkness before you that is much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. You find yourself stepping toward the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, you alright, Bruce? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. The hell is that? You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. It's still sturdy enough, it'll get the job done. Bruce. Bruce, you alright? Well, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes, you're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness and your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becky, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where she's going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, and almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place, the sins that were committed, the death that followed. There's got to be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She lets out a breath and looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? No, but they don't want to die either. Please. Oh my god. Alright, come on then. Let's do this. Bruce, don't do this to me. They're kids, Tabitha. I'm not going to leave them down here. Are you serious? Thank god, they're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. You run after her. The mines shake with each thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust shake off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd be down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Bruce, if we get stuck down here... Can you guys see these things? Like I said, there's probably a pocket of gas down here. We're coming, just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Then move. Okay, okay. You quickly push your way back out the way you came. Pieces of rock, fallen rock littering the path around you. All of you start climbing, now. Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. It's a long way out, man. You follow suit and start climbing. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. And she has. Why can't you have just listened to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we've got to go faster. We're almost there, I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake from another collapse. This one magnitudes more intense than the one you heard down in the pit. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down here in the first place. This is your fault. Shit, fuck. Why? Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm gonna make some calls. Looks like she's got some broken legs. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of here. Are you... Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means the cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we were in there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. You shouldn't have been doing it in the first place then, dipshit. In a panic, Becca runs from the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an arsehole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us here. I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're gonna get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. We'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here, and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Bruce and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. Alright, fine. Death is a natural part of life, Rosalina, but you're not dead yet. Thanks, Bruce. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Bruce. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. You should stop hanging out with Becca. She bullied you into doing things you didn't want to. What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special? He's probably right, though. If I was just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around down there. And you wouldn't have had to go after us. And then you wouldn't be... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake, just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grasps Rosalina's hands, tears streaking down both their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. It's gonna be okay, Rosalina. Everything's gonna be just fine. You're over here, Earl. Oh, Earl's the cop. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. There'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out of the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with it? You're better off driving behind us. We're heading to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise you, we're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. It's just her legs, right? Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? The seams of reality grow weak in this town. Nobody is safe. Ominous, but not helpful. What Bruce is trying to say is that Tommyknockers brought down the mine. I can't believe they're actually real, but I got some footage of them knocking on my phone. They must have been furious that we went down there. Doesn't matter what caused it, I'm just sorry it happened, Oscar. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about her house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time. She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella, that means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'd be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Your vision. Yeah, let's do that. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. The Scarlets caused the old collapse. Charles Shaw was set up. No way, dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? I don't believe in visions. Whatever you saw was probably just auto-suggestion. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Bruce and Tabby had like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. The entities in the mines. I saw something down there like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind you, right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them? Well, I didn't see anything other than the two of you in that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark, abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, it totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Stella... Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe we went entirely off base with the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but that thing felt old. Are you sure those are Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Ditchlings? Something's telling me this is only the beginning of our ditchling problem. Now that you mention it, Kanika's mum said that the numbers we saw in the woods were a big deal. Nobody even died here tonight, and I feel like we're left with even more questions than we had this morning. And we had a lot of questions this morning. But hey, maybe we just averted whatever disaster they were here to predict though. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because 2 bad things happen doesn't mean there's a pattern. 2 bad things like this in 2 days. Right? Do you think Rosalina's going to be okay? The paramedic said she was stable. She's a tough kid, she'll be okay. What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine, just make it quick. And don't you dare try to pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh sure, but that can wait. We know where to find you. Isn't that a different young cop than last time? What a coincidence, running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Bruce. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. Man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure what went on. Could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip. Wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so no way to confirm until we track him down. Now I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And we have to ask, what exactly were those teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family, and what were you doing in there with them? We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions, just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back toward the mine. Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no, this is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh hey, guess the cops are done with you. What, are they going to take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Bruce? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by her arm. I'll tease you when we're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Drop it. You drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixed on the road. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I'd rather we didn't get into it. Why'd you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or...? No, now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Poor Rosalina, poor Oscar. You should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. And about Pearl Ann for that matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. I don't know. It's not my place to make a judgment call. I've got to focus on the road. It's fine. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. Let's just enjoy the ride. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's a precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about the kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. At least I told you. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the shore mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Yo, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out of the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from the evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down with dread at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread boiling in your stomach, you'd almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Uh-oh, what is happening? What's wrong with Tabitha? I mean, apart from the obvious, her mum just died, or whatever. Why is this house so creepy? Who would live in a house like this? Christ. Oh my god. Oh no. The end of episode 2. Jesus. Okay. Well, this is going to be a whole nother episode, but I'll just attach it to the last one and it'll be an extra long one, I guess. That's sad. Oh, I don't want to wait. Late 2021, early 2020. That's ages away. Aw. Man, that was good though. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait for episode 3, but it looks like we're going to be It's going to be very staggered, like not for broadcast or Temtem, you know, super staggered sort of thing, but oh well, I guess we'll have to wait. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.